Well, my friend Bob was here today, and he dropped off a couple of nice fig trees for me. These were taken from cuts not too long ago, a month or two ago, I guess, maybe. Forget exactly when, but I'm very grateful and thankful and very excited to have a couple of fig trees. I've wanted fig trees for a number of years now, and just haven't been able to connect the thought to the action. But thanks to Bob, we do have some fig trees now. We're going to give these another week or two in the greenhouse, wait for temperatures to come up a little bit more and stabilize, and then we'll probably either pot these up or put them into soil. I'm not sure yet. I'm still looking into what's the best method of management for them. I probably will go into large pots with them, and then maybe we'll set those pots in the ground to keep the soil temperature from getting too hot in the summer and cooking the roots, and then we'll be able to pull them back in for the winter. You can wrap these up and mulch them heavily over the winter, but if we get a real cold winter it might kill them, and I wouldn't want to take that risk. So it's like we're going to have to do some more spatial management here in the greenhouse to make them work, but very glad to have these. So Bob, thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. May 5th, 2020. Been a couple of days since we moved the queen cells over to the right hive there. And it's a little cooler out today than yesterday. The day before yesterday, I guess, was the warm day. Yesterday was kind of cool. Anyway, good bee activity here. See lots of drones out on the landing board. Lots of honeybees coming in and out. They're hauling back all sorts of pollen and resources. Lots of stuff in bloom now with the warm shot that we had, and then the sun being out after all the rains we had. Good hive activity. Just thought I'd do a quick shot of them, quick update. Glad to see good activity. Let's see, you can see dandelions everywhere, and all sorts of other little flowers in bloom. This, I think this is a wild flowering cherry. Just getting ready to open up shortly. And then if we go down to the apple tree, that is blowing up with all sorts of blossoms. We'll go take a look up close. Here we are down at the apple tree. Oh boy, loaded with flowers. Loaded. Look how beautiful and delicate those are. You can hear honeybees in there working. I hear them moving around. So this tree, for those who don't know, was abandoned. This was all overgrown with rose bushes in here and a couple of ash trees, and it was getting shaded and crowded out. And I cleaned all that stuff out, and I've been foliar feeding this for 4 years now, maybe 5, quite some time. And 2 falls ago I went through and did a heavy pruning on the top branches here because it was just getting so tall I couldn't even reach it with the direct spray gun with the foliar feed, and harvesting was even more impossible. So I trimmed it back for a couple of reasons. 1, to take the height back, and 2, to make it branch out and bush out. And maybe I'll see if I can dig up an old clip of it here and you can compare. But you can see now it's bushed out tremendously. It's throwing all kinds of flowers out, and it's doing really well. I I did put some wood chips down in here last year as well. Not really the best wood chips, but I figured some wouldn't hurt, just to help keep fungal activity up. And it's doing really well. I'm hoping for lots of nice apples this year. I'm hoping we don't have a late frost that hurts these flowers. But you know, we'll see how the season goes. If it goes well, we might be able to make some cider or some dried apples from it. 2 years ago, I was able to make some cider, and I did some dried apples off it, and man, they're delicious. Only downside of this tree is that it is very late in production. It's like late October to early November before apples are really ripe. But they're certainly well worth the wait. Alright, just a quick update. May 5th, 2020. Well, there's a couple different types of dogwoods on this property. And this one seems to bloom later and be much more full of flowers. Not really sure what the difference is necessarily, but it is a beautiful tree. And when that opens up, I know warm weather isn't far away. Here's a nice close-up of those dogwoods. I see some smaller wild pollinators around here. Hard to catch them on camera, they're kind of fast. There's one. Yeah, see? Super fast. Just wanted to get a quick shot of the rhubarb here. Stuff is growing like crazy. And you can see there's some real nice big stalks. Very healthy. Monsters. These of course have been in the foliar feed high nutrition program as well.